Alright, hello everyone. Back again talking about random shit. Anyway, this one's gonna be talking about, of course, Dragon Ball. And it's weird to say that, but it's just what I've loved for a while now. If I were to describe it in like one word, it would be just pure nostalgia. Like pure nostalgia in a way, because one word, oh yeah, pure nostalgia, there's two words, but just nostalgia, basically. But, mainly because, it's hard to say where I started when I first liked Dragon Ball. Mainly because it's not even like, it wasn't even like when if you listen to the previous video with anime and all that, or if you watch my videos, I started watching Dragon Ball before I even started watching anything else. And the reason I can say that is because, we watched a few episodes in Spanish more than anything with my family a few times in the morning, and I can still remember to this day. I still remember listening to Goku in Spanish and everything, and like it would be that one thing my dad would get for me to watch on the side. And definitely be something there. I still remember like my first VHS I got to watch by myself was one of the Dragon Ball movies. I think it was a trip, right? On watching Funimation's version and stuff like that. It's been there for a while. To describe it, it's just amazing. I watched the first arc I watched of Dragon Ball was the Frieza saga in Spanish. It was like, honestly, it was pretty weird. It's pretty weird, but you're más fuerte than you, Frieza, or something like that. It was weird, but at the time for me. But honestly, it was there even before I could remember, because I can still remember. I wish I could get a photo of it. I don't think I can get the photo at all. It's just a pretty old photo. If it's possible, nah, I'm not gonna be able to. But like, I still remember there was a photo of me that my parents showed me with my dad, and I could see it even till then. That I had like a ball holding it with my dad, and on that ball it had Goku on there. Even then, and I was probably just a little shit kid, dude. My dad just bought me a ball because I wanted a ball. But it had Goku on there. And this was, the reason why I say this is mainly because it wasn't even here in America. It was like in Latin America, and I think it was in Peru, actually. And not definitely bigger. Latin America fans definitely bigger do love Dragon Ball more than anything, and stuff like anime itself in general. Big influx of like fandom and iconic stuff for them now. But it was weird at the time. But I don't have the ball, by the way. If you're gonna ask me, I don't have the ball. I don't have that ball's long gone. But but it was interesting to see that sort of like fascination with that Dragon Ball in general started even earlier than I could actually remember, and it was weird to think that Dragon Ball has been with me almost my whole entire life, and to think that I still love it to this day and still like support it as much as I can, because buy the games, buy the merchandise, buy the movies, buy the figures, buy the game. Like what don't I have of Dragon Ball at this point? Like I bought the music, I bought the ink, I bought so much of like everything on here. I got clothes with Dragon Ball on them. I got drinks, food. I had brought things of a Dragon Ball, everything. Like at this point, it's so weird. It was just this fascination, and now it's just become a modern icon to like everything else. Like even seeing like Goku at the fucking parade and fucking floats in the fucking thing was a thing. Even seeing them being advertised in the fucking Olympic Games too and everything. It's like it's much bigger than it used to be, and definitely nowadays it's just an icon in its own right. So to even describe where to be, where it started, I can't really do, because it's like it's been there since even I can't even figure it out. but it's been able to hold on to me for so long. And I remember how many times I've watched the anime. I watched the anime already in like Japanese, English, different dubs already and everything. And it still grabs me. Even watching Dragon Ball Bridge was fun. I still remember that my friends actually got into it, and then my friends actually enjoyed it too. Even like some of my friends never even watched Dragon Ball in general, but they still love things like the Bridge series because of its jokes, stuff like that. But like that's what I'm saying. It's like it's not even the concept of like watching it in general, but just having fun because people love it anyway. It's weird. It really is to describe it in one way. It's weird, really. And now, even now, fucking, as you might be able to see maybe in a clip watching it so far, they made a collab with like fucking Fortnite of all games, but Fortnite being the big collab game, of course, now. And the reason why I say it is because that just put Dragon Ball in more eyes of people, young people now, kids now learning about this. Now they're seeing that, hey, look, Dragon Ball thing. Here's the thing, my nephew never knew about Dragon Ball until like the new movie, and like his daddy was here introduces in Dragon Ball. Now he's actually getting slowly into it, and I'm just like, god dang, dude. Like introduce my nephew and stuff like that. Maybe like my own son maybe in the future. I don't know about that, but like to introduce them to the world of Dragon Ball, it's gonna be like weird for me because it's like still new stuff is coming out, and but like it's amazing to see that this is still here and still a thing that we can still talk about and still kept alive in a way. It's it's weird to even say that, but at the same time it's, like I said before, it's pure nostalgia, and like it makes me also happy at the same time because it's something that I thought would have been dead a long time ago, and maybe it's something we can reference all the time as being that one thing that's pretty good, but still kept alive to this day, even with new stuff and new stories. Whether or not that be a good thing or not, I can't really say. It's honestly bigger than most people can even give it shit for or anything nowadays, because no matter what you do, it's just going to be a part of our lives from this point on, and until maybe one day when Selection stops making money or something, then it will die, because at this point it's just a modern icon just to make stuff, and there you go. Just like how Disney has Mickey, the Selection has Goku. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, basically? Does that make sense to say that? But that's how I see it as now. That's how I see it now. They have more than just Goku now, but like I'm just saying. But fuck, dude. That's how I see it. Yeah, basically. Fuck. It's funny to say it that way, but like yeah, I just how I see it. But yeah, no, it's been grand, dude. Still, even to this day, I've been there since then, talking about it almost any time I can talk about it, loving it. I still play the games. I still have on my phone, on my PS5, on my computer if I can, dude. Honestly, thinking about it even now towards the future, there's still things that are going to be out there. They're still going to make another movie. They're still going to make new games added on to the games they still have now. And it's like, it's like, honestly, I thought when I was a kid that they did the final parts of GT, I still remember while being happy that I got to watch the ending, I was feeling sad in a way, because I also thought that, like, man, I'm never gonna be able to like see what would happen in the future. But then again, you know what? I think it's good that way. I think it's better that way. And it didn't end up that way, but because they brought it back with Super. And I can't say at the same time, I would say as a classic Dragon Ball fan, I would say that was bad. But at the same time, I own a Beerus figure and a Broly figure over there with Chila. So I don't really have much of a statement in that. I fucking support the new thing anyway. Beerus is now one of my new favorite characters, along with Broly and Sheila. So no, I can't really fucking. I don't really have a leg to stand on this. If I were to say it, I'm classic base fan. No, I am now new fan. I love new ting and I love new ting. Fuck. But yeah. So, honestly though, like I said before, Dragon Ball is honestly one of the great things. My love for it has been there ever since the beginning of my own life, and it's been there and constantly. It's a constant thing I can do every year. At this point, every year I always try to look forward to new Dragon Ball stuff coming out, and honestly, rarely disappoints. Rarely for me. So I can still hold on to it as far as long as I live. Maybe one day I can share that love with another person, depending on how I go. That depends on what happens. I'm not gonna say nothing, but you know what? That's folly. Anyway, that's how I'm gonna end the conversation, everyone. And you enjoy what you enjoy, and that's what I'm gonna need. I'm signing off.